Today I want to share something that I've been seeing popping up over and over again. So one of the greatest fears that I see people face when it comes to hiring, and when I went through my own first hiring process, this is one of the fears that I had too, because I was hiring on behalf of a company, and that's a big responsibility. I was really worried that I'd bring in people that weren't living up to the standards that the company had set. And that's the same fear that I'm seeing pop over and over again in this industry and in my own clients. When they come to me, they say, I'm really worried I'm going to have to micromanage. I have really high standards and I'm a perfectionist and I want it done this way. And I have very high standards for my business in the production, the deliverables that we create. I'm worried that I'm going to have to follow up behind all of my people and make sure that they're living up to my standards. So I know you might be feeling that same way. We're worried about having to micromanage and having deliverables that aren't up to par. Have you ever been in that situation? Have you ever hired out for a project or a task, or took on a contractor for a very specific project and you felt like you had to keep following up behind them to make sure, or maybe even doing little tweaks to make sure that it's done right? And not only that, have you ever been in a position where maybe you have somebody who's answering and like they're client facing, they're working in your business client facing? Especially in those instances, we want to make sure that those people are living up to our own standards as a company, because they are acting as our face and representing us in our business to our clients, the most important people, right? So the last thing you want when you're making a hire is to make more work for yourself, to feel like it was a total waste of money, time, effort, resources, and your energy. That's the worst thing, right? We want to prevent all of that. And while we can never prevent things 100% when we're inviting somebody in, because that's something that we can't control, we can control the internal values and the standards that we set and how we communicate them to our employees. There are things that we can control to make sure that we're paving the best way forward into our business. So today I'm going to be covering 3 things that you need to do to prevent hiring, or to prevent having to spend your time and energy micromanaging, following up with your team. I will caveat and say that your team members will have their own processes, their own way of doing things when they're bringing on their expertise. So we're going to touch on that in a little bit, but you want to make sure that you're hiring somebody who has strong expertise that you can rely on, but that you're also delivering communicated standards to them so that they can fit their expertise into the standards of your business. Okay, but that's what we're going to cover in a minute. All right, before we dive into those things, welcome to Joy to Lead. My name is Kaylin Thompson. I'm a team building consultant helping you make your first hire and give yourself a promotion so you can serve more clients and make more money in your business. Scale, right? Exciting. So thank you for being here. You might be worried about hiring. I know a lot of people that I've talked to have actually been putting it off for a while, or they know it's coming in the future and it's actually developing a lot of anxiety because they're worried about bringing somebody in who may or may not live to up to their standards. It often feels like we're just rolling the dice, right? Well, we don't have to feel that way. We can create and communicate standards in the form of core values. That is the bridge to communicating those values to our employees. When we communicate core values, we're saying, hey, here are the things that we value as a company. I'm looking for these in you too. And these are the things that you're going to have to strive for in your deliverables, in your client interactions, in your team interactions. These are the things that are most precious to us as a company culture. So if you're worried about bringing somebody in and you're worried about them not living up to your standards, here are the 3 things that you need to make sure you are doing to pave the strongest path forward so that they can do that with ease. Number 1 Create clear core values. You'll hear me say this over and over and over and over and over and over again because I'm trying to break the stigma that core values are cliche. And when I say you need to create core values, I'm not saying you need to value excellence and be a team player and we value having coffee in the morning, like not that kind of stuff. And especially not the cliche core values like excellence, honesty, integrity. Yes, you want to make sure that you're hiring good humans. You want to make sure that you're hiring people who actually value the traits of being a good human. That is a standard that we should all have. If somebody's not honest, you don't need to tell people that they need to value honesty. People should value honesty just as a human being. So what I'm talking about when I say you need to have clear core values, these need to be something that your business is living up to that is not just like the standard, right? So I'll share my own. Mine are be the friend. I'm making sure that I'm helping everybody I interact with live up to their fullest and bravest potential. Be the opportunist is my next one. I focus on seeing opportunity where others can't, and then I communicate that to other people. And then my third one is be the catalyst. I help challenge people to rise up to that fullest and bravest potential, to see their vision and to make a change, make whatever change is required to reach that vision. So be the opportunist, be the friend, and be the catalyst. I actually just got them printed. Canva does these really cool prints now. You can get a whole print done for $6. You just pay $6 and they send it to you, whatever you want. So I got my core values. I'm going to frame them, put them in my office. I'm really excited. So all that to say, these core values are the bridge between what you value in your heart to the standards that you're asking your team members to uphold. In every interaction, I and my team members can say, was I an optimist in this situation? Was I a friend to that client right there during that meeting? Was I a catalyst, or did I let my client, did I not provide information that allowed them to stay in a situation where they did not make a change required to pursue growth? These are very clear things, very clear standards that my team members will be able to uphold in every interaction. Number 3, this is what people don't do, but you need to do if you want people who live up to your standards and you don't want to micromanage. You have to hire someone who is out of your league in their zone of genius. You don't want to hire somebody who has the same level of expertise in what you are currently doing that we're trying to outsource. You want to bring in somebody who makes you intimidated when you get on the interview with them, because you know that they're going to be able to see all the ways that you've been messing it up so far. They're going to know that when they come onto your team, they're going to up-level the area of your business and that department that you currently have been serving in your weakness. You want somebody who's going to be strong, who's going to bring a lot of knowledge and a lot of redoing or like restructuring. They're going to bring in really great, strong processes to an area that you have not been currently serving the best. And then number 3 is evaluate based on your core values. You don't want your core values to be just something that you communicate on day 1 and you send them this cliche little poster. I personally love it, but and then that's it. You want to make sure that your core values are so ingrained in your company culture, they are popping up again and again and again. You are praising your team members based off of how you see them living up to your core values. For example, if my team member led a really fantastic client meeting where my client felt seen and loved and encouraged and supported, I would say, hey, really great job living up to being the friend today. I saw you being a friend to this client and you really made their day and you really supported them today. Thank you for doing that. Reward based on core values. Talk about them all the time. And when it comes down to it, even fire based off of your core values. If someone is not consistently and they're always struggling to live up to these core values, it does not mean that they are a bad person. It means that they value something that's in a different direction than your company, and it is okay to make these decisions based off of core values. All right, friends, Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this encouraged you and supported you in some way. Let me know. If you haven't, I created a new resource for you guys called Give Yourself a Promotion. It's a workbook to help you strategize your first hire and map out how you are going to give yourself a promotion with this hire. So if you haven't checked it out, go to my link in bio. You'll be able to find it there. Okay, guys. Thank you.